Well, it is citrus season, and you know what that means. It's time to take you all on a tour to share with y'all how our citrus trees are doing. I'm NJ Cali, and welcome to NJ Cali Garden Family. Let's go. I wanted to start off this citrus tour by showing you our mandarin. The mandarin orange right now is the first citrus to be picked from our family's garden. And right now, as we speak, they're still having the Mandarin Festival here in California. Now, one of the things about our Ori Satsuma this year is that we have different sizes. I think we have like over a dozen that is almost ready to be harvested. You can see one that's right there is ready. It's right in between there. And we got different sizes and whatnot, as you can see. Now, this Ori Satsuma is in a 20-gallon container. And I apologize, y'all. I am suffering from fall allergies, unfortunately. So I sound so congested. It's horrible. Over here, I have the Sanguinella Blanche, the first citrus tree that we were able to get our hands on. And as you can see, there are some maple leaves on the citrus trees from high wind gusts and falling and whatnot. And it's fall, so. But this citrus tree has come back with vengeance. Last year we got fruit. This year we have not, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But this tree, I am loving the amount of new growth that has come. All of the dark green leaves that is on this tree. It still has the patio bark as mulch, as well as the Ori Satsuma. Okay, it's still the same. Nothing changed with this tree. But right here next to it, very, very close to it, this is in a 15-gallon container. This tree is a standard Washington navel. Now, this is the tree that gave us a lot of problems this year, 2023. I mean, this thing flowered like nobody's business. It did great. All the flowers fell off. And then after that, all the leaves mostly fell off. So what I did was prune it back heavy. As you can see, there's a lot of green new growth on this tree, as well as new leaves trying to form. I did find one fruit set right here. That's a late bloomer, and that's okay. But as you can see, it's shaped funny. But this standard Washington navel is something that I'm looking forward to see fruit next year and be able to harvest. Now we're going to walk to our last citrus tree, and that is the Meyer lemon. Okay, NJ Cali Squad, we are now looking at the improved Meyer lemon Siemendorf. I have been growing this one in our family's orchard, and aka the food forest, for 3 years in our family's garden. This was purchased in May 2019, before you know what had happened. Okay, it is in the reused 7-gallon container that the first Meyer lemon was purchased in. That Meyer lemon died before we placed it with this one, and it gave us 2 dozen fruit before it died. That year it was extremely hot, and I repotted it, and it, I did something, and it just died on us. But anywho, this one here is doing pretty darn good. As you can see, it is full of fruit in different areas, and it actually is ready to be harvested. I'm just not ready to harvest it yet. But I want to talk about something that most of you probably have not paid attention to. For those who are citrus enthusiasts and who have a large collection. I have been growing citrus for 7 years, and it was like a year before I actually started our YouTube channel. And I have noticed with the semi-dwarf and the dwarf, and I said this last year, that it doesn't put out a lot of leaves. And why does it do that? I do not know. I realized that the standard MyoLimit, the improved MyoLimit or MyoLimit, actually put out way more leaf growth with flowers than the semi-dwarf and the dwarf. So if anyone that are citrus enthusiasts or citrus growers or just love citrus that knows why it does this, please leave it in the comments and let me know what are your thoughts and what you think should be done about that. Now, the only thing I know that you can do is give it nitrogen. Okay, a lot of nitrogen, especially when grown in a container. Now, in the ground, you don't really got to do that. I recommend that whoever's growing citrus in the ground, you follow the instructions that are given. But with growing in containers, when you give it a granular feed, it's best to feed it every once a month, that granular feed. Okay, now when it comes to a liquid feed, like for nitrogen, I suggest you do it bi-weekly, whether it's a soil drench when you directly pour that liquid into the soil, or a foliar spray when you actually spray the leaves. And when you do the foliar spray, you want to wet the leaves first to open its pores, then apply the application of that foliar spray that you're using, the liquid feed that you're using, like say a fish fertilizer or a seaweed extract. My suggest to you is to use a seaweed extract or something that is organic, that has a high nitrogen concept. Okay, now this is so funny. Y'all, look at this. Right in my neighbor's backyard, they have a standard tree, a lemon tree, and as you can see, it is huge and it has fruit, and that fruit is large. Look at this. And all in my next door neighbor's yard, it drops a whole bunch of citrus every year. You see all that citrus, you guys, all on the tree. It's nothing but citrus, and I can't even show you everything, but it's citrus all over that tree. Okay, let me back up for y'all. Let me just come back over here. But as you can see, we are loaded too. Even though it's a baby, you can see it's ready to be picked. Some are still green and it still can be picked like that. But one of the things that this citrus tree does is put a lot of leaf flowers, and you can see there are flower buds. You see that? All over this tree, there's nothing but flower buds, with exception of some new leaf growth is trying to come in. And so it actually is time for me to do another application of nitrogen, which I'm going to use a seaweed extract. I'm not going to do any granular feed yet. One thing I do know is that around this time, you should already have fed it some compost. Citrus love compost. They are heavy feeders and they like to eat. So make sure you give them what they need so they can produce a lot of fruit for you. I'm NJ Cali. Thank you for watching.